And the U.S. Senate is rejecting President Biden's vaccine mandate for private businesses. Senators voted to repeal it last night along party lines, with 2 Democrats joining Republicans to strike it down. The mandate directs businesses with 100 or more employees to require vaccinations or weekly testing. Republicans claim the mandate is an overreach and puts an even bigger strain on businesses that are already struggling.
I'm a doctor, I am pro-vaccine, but I'm anti-mandate. And that's because I believe the mandate is a massive overreach by the government and a massive mistake.
There should be one message, and one message only, coming from this chamber to the American people. Get vaccinated, get boosted, stay safe yourself, keep your families, your communities, and our country safe.
Well, the measure now moves to the Democratic-led House, where it's expected to fail. Meanwhile, this afternoon in the race to contain Omicron, Dr. Fauci says that he is encouraged by early studies finding boosters are effective against the new variant. This all comes as new COVID cases and hospitalizations are on the rise across the country. ABC's Whit Johnson has more.
Pfizer CEO saying in addition to a booster, a 4th vaccine dose might eventually be necessary to fight the Omicron variant.
When we see real-world data, we'll determine if the Omicron is well covered by the 3rd dose and for how long. And at a certain point, I think we will need the 4th dose.
But many health experts insist it's still too early to know if that extra dose will be needed. Bourla's comments coming on the heels of early data suggesting 2 shots plus the booster appear to stand up against Omicron.
When you get that 3rd shot boost, it dramatically increases the level of laboratory projected protection. This is good news about the booster protection.
The Omicron variant now detected in at least 22 states. Our Dr. Jen Ashton getting rare exclusive access inside the CDC's Emergency Operations Center.
This is like the impact of vaccination.
Meeting with CDC Director Dr. Rochelle Walensky, where scientists are tracking highly contagious variants like Omicron.
When people hear more transmissible but looks less severe, how that is still a massive concern just based on sheer numbers.
If we have a much more transmissible variant, you end up with a much larger population of people with disease, and then even small amounts of that very large population that end up in hospital you end up with a real crisis at the hospitalization level and potentially lots of poor outcomes.
This as another winter surge fueled by the Delta variant begins to take hold. At least 31 states and D.C. seeing an increase in hospital admissions. The U.S. now reporting more than 117,000 cases each day, a jump of nearly 83% since late October. States like New Hampshire, Maine, and Wisconsin deploying the National Guard to ease the strain. Hospitalizations in Connecticut more than doubling in the last month.
100% of our patients who are admitted to the hospital at Greenwich Hospital, 100% are unvaccinated
100%
right now, today. Every day, it's a little bit like going into battle, and we recognize that this is not over yet.
The CDC director confirmed that they're considering whether to change the definition of fully vaccinated from 2 shots to 3 shots. For now, it's going to stay the way it is, but Dr. Anthony Fauci said in his opinion, it's a matter of when, not if, that change happens. For the very latest on COVID case numbers in both Kansas and Missouri, and which cities or school districts are keeping mask mandates in place, just head to our website, KMBC.com. And when you get there, click the coronavirus tab. And you can also download our free KMBC 9 News app and get alerts as soon as new news comes out.